My mother was 80. She was getting infirm, and Mary was a bit younger. But neither of them could look after each other anymore. And we all made the decision to split them up. My brother took Mum, and Mary went to a home. It was for their own good. How many times do we tell ourselves that? We drove Mum away, and she didn't say a word. She didn't speak for days. She just sat in a new bedroom with a suitcase full of memories. And she died in her sleep one night, not long after that. And I never had the chance or the guts to ask her the one thing I wanted to know. I've always wanted to know what they said to each other that last night, lying there in that great old brass bed, knowing that it was for the last time, knowing that they were never going to see each other again, knowing that they were being taken away to different places to die. I can't imagine what they would have said. How do you say thank you for 40 years of love? What words could you possibly find? And by then, they were both as deaf as posts, so they lie there shouting their love and their goodbyes to each other. Did they find comfort in the idea that they might meet again soon in the next world? So I don't know what I would have said to Jeffrey if I'd known the stroke was going to happen. I know I'd have said something. Only now I'll never know what it was.
Okay, Dad, time for number twos. I'll be back in a minute to wipe your bum. Got the fish on for tea, right?
I used to imagine in my darker moments that it'd be the other way around. That, he'd catch that dreadful disease and I'd be the one nursing him to the grave. But not this. Dear God. Anything but this. Oh. Maybe in a few years' time when I'm gone, he'll find someone. Even if it's only out of sheer bloody loneliness. But it won't be love. Because by then he'll have forgotten how. I can't imagine anything worse could happen to a human being than that. Oh. Sorry. It always used to be a very private thing to me going to the lab.
G'day. Fancy meeting you here.
I'm planning.
What? Yeah, no, I saw you from over there. Well, I wasn't actually sure it was you. I was just having a perv. Nice legs.
Looking pretty fit yourself.
No, I need some sun. At least you've got a tan.
It's only my arms and legs. The rest of me is as white as a gust.
Looks all right to me. You didn't come and see Dad?
Well, I didn't think you wanted me to.
Yeah, look. Sorry I was a bit off last time I saw you, but I wasn't sure how you'd react to Dad, you know? It's not the most romantic thing in the world, is it, looking after your father after he's had a stroke? Thought you might think it was too domestic. Look, the thing is, I'd really like to see you again. You all right then, Dad? I'll read to you for a bit, eh? Want me to read to you? No? What do you want to do? Sit here and listen to the flowers grow? All right. Sorry I was a while, but I ran into young Greg. You probably remember him best as Gary. Could have knocked me down with a feather. Though I suppose it's only natural. Him being a gardener and this being a garden. Couldn't help myself. I asked him home for tea one night. I was thinking he'd just say, oh yeah, and that'd be that. He could have knocked me down with a feather when he said, but tomorrow'll be all right. Yeah, Ripper, I said. I was a bit worried about you. How he'd feel about you. But he just shrugged and said, that's life, isn't it? And he said he'd bring his toothbrush. And that's making it fairly plain, isn't it? You might even stay the night. I'm not going to rush things, though. Joe cool this time, you just watch me. Not too cool, though. I don't want him to think I'm not interested, you know? I'm just gonna be me. Whoever that is. What's up, Dad? What's the matter, mate? You're crying. Hey? What's wrong? Hey, come on. It can't be that bad, whatever it is. Come on. It's all right, dry your eyes. Come on. Hey? Oh, don't, Dad, please. Breaks me up to see you like this. You know it does. Nothing to get upset about, mate. I'm here. I'll always be here. Okay? Is it Greg? Then you want him to come to tea? I won't. I'll stop him if you want me to. I've got his number. Is that it? Dad, come on. Dad. Come on. Tell me. 1 buzz for yes, 2 buzzes for no. Yes, you want me to cancel? No, you don't want me to? Yes. That's what I thought. You all right? You sure? Silly old bugger getting yourself worked up over things, hey? Nothing to worry about, Dad. I promise. Not a worry in the world. Turned out real nice after all, didn't it? Wonder if he'll show up.